Hello and welcome to the Clever channel. I am Jason, your host, and I want to talk about something that's pretty damn awesome. That is this. It's the ThinkPad X13. I love it. I absolutely adore it. I used it during the last week of my mum's time in the hospital. I used it in the house as the primary PC in this room. Since I got home, I pushed it to its limits. And this is going to be the primary safe space computer for when I leave the house. It weighs only 1.19 kilograms. You can easily hold it in one hand. It is gorgeous. It came with 32 gigabyte, unfortunately it's soldered, but 32 gig is fine. If you're going to get one of these, get the highest amount of RAM because you can't think. It's understandable. On a motherboard this compact and that, the reason they do soldered RAM is always, from what I understand, a better connection to the CPU than socketed. Don't quote me on that, but I believe that's the idea behind it. And it allows them to form factor one of these better. Now you can open it up. You can replace the Wi-Fi card. And Bluetooth. You can put a new M2 in, which I did. I took out the 512 gigabyte it came with and put in a 4 terabyte. And in the future, I will be putting a long time future because they're very expensive, waiting until them to come down in price. I will be putting in an 8 terabyte M2 in here. It has a USB 3.2, it has a HDMI, it has a Kensington lock on this side. The really nice things about it, unfortunately it doesn't have an RJ45 Ethernet, but that's okay. It's got high speed wireless. It's beautiful. It's got 2 USB 4s, which pretty much more mirror Thunderbolt ports. So you can, in theory, connect this to, say, a 4070 in an eGPU. It's got another USB and it's got a jack for audio. It's got Dolby Sound. It's got a gorgeous little keyboard. Gorgeous little keyboard. The trackpad is actually usable. When I was using this in the hospital, I never felt the need to plug in my external mouse. That's how good the trackpad is on it. The keyboard is a ThinkPad keyboard and it's really good, really nice travel and feels solid. The entire thing is solid. Why is this the ideal one for me leaving the house? Well, because it's water resistant, it's up to mil spec. It's rigid. The processor, we haven't talked about the processor. It's a 7840U Pro design. Remember, it's a business thing. But I have been playing Skyrim modded on this. I have been playing my Star Trek Online. I've been playing any games I can push through it. It will handle. I've been having with an external monitor. And I love it. It is my favourite piece of kit. But I love the idea that I can put it in my rucksack on my machine, on my mobility scooter, and I can leave the house. I can go about my business knowing that I've got a pretty much complete safe space electronically in this unit. So yeah, how much did it cost me? Well, that's the thing. I got rid of a couple of my old rugged ones that I wasn't using, and it's got the built-in thing. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Rugged laptops on eBay, and this is normally, with this spec, not including the SSD, comes to around £1,200, 1,300, a pretty penny. Worth it. Well, I would say it's worth it because it's got it does have all the business stuff in that makes it more reliable over time, and the camera on it is actually really good compared to a lot of cameras. I'm very impressed with that. I paid around, I can't remember, I mean, this weekend and last week's been a blur anyway, around the 500 mark on eBay. Nobody was bidding much on this one, so I got this one. Now, you can get these or the equivalent on eBay for about 500, 600, 700 pounds, and at that price they're an absolute freaking steal. When you think about it, this has got pretty much the power of a ROG Ally handheld. Yes, it's a bit bigger, but the screen's gorgeous, and this is going to be my go-to thing for mobility computing. It does everything I've wanted of it. So I will say bye-bye for now. Bye-bye. I've got another video to do.